Alright, it's the White Tiger Knight, and this is the PWS FSC30 install. As you can see here, it comes with a shim set. It's got 3 different size shims, one large one, one really small one, and then a bunch of kind of medium size. As you can see here, you kind of just test thread it on and see how much indexing you need left, and then you can go ahead and place the shims and index it exactly where you need it. As you can see, I need a little bit of indexing, so I'm going to be using some of these shims. And this is some information about the shim set. It says actually that the large gives you a half rotation, which is basically exactly what I need. But I think the large wound up giving me a little more. So I'm going to try the large here first. So you just slide the shim over and then go ahead and thread it on. Now I'm trying this large shim first to see if this will give me the proper index, but unfortunately it goes a little far. In a second here you can see this is really interesting how they made the break where actually it has a little sleeve that covers the washer, so you don't have a big washer showing. It actually just completely covers it up. Here in a second I'll show a little closer shot, and you can see how the sleeve just slides right over the washer. Even with this really big, this is the largest washer provided, it slides right over it and you can't really see it. I think it looks great. So I think that's a really interesting design, and it's really smart and well thought out. So just thread it on and get it indexed properly. And in a second you'll see here that this big one wasn't working out for me. When I tighten it down, you got to torque it down and see where it indexes at. Make sure it's proper. But it wasn't working out for me, so I put the washers in here. And as you can see, if you put the small washers, it's best to hold it kind of down and get them inside of the little sleeve there. So when you're tightening it on, it doesn't get in the way and cause it to have problems when you're screwing it on. It's just something you'll know about if you try installing one of these. But basically, just get it indexed properly. As you can see here, that's pretty tight and pretty good. Unfortunately, that's without torque, so I'm gonna have to actually use a couple more and torque it down. And I wound up using 3 of the regular washers and 1 of the smallest washers, and I went ahead and put in this little vise here, that little crappy vise homemade vise that I made here, and I got my torque wrench and torque it down to about 15 foot-pounds, 15 to 20 foot-pounds of torque. And again, I used 3 of the regular ones and 1 of the smallest versions, and that's what got me right on the index with about 15 to 20 foot-pounds of torque. So that's it for the install. Stay tuned for future updates. Peace out.